Hello to all my friends out there. So I bought this smoked sausage at 99 cents only. A whole smoked sausage was $2. Last night I had smoked sausage half, but today I just want a quarter. So this would be a quarter of the smoked sausage. So this would be 25 cents worth of smoked sausage. This stuff might be one of the best buys out there. I saw this old man and he had 10 of them and I thought, wow, you know, and I started thinking and I thought, wow, you know, there's a lot of stuff you can make. So I boiled this before I want to brown it in a little oil. And so I'm going to brown that, and over here I will be making some donuts. I've been wanting to do this since I watched this one video. I found this girl, she's kind of a younger woman, and she made teriyaki chicken and homemade donuts. And so I want to follow suit, and I want to get my cheap ways out there as well. Okay, the meal plan is coming along nicely. Okay, when I make this, I made it with carrots and potatoes. One of the followers mentioned that, and onions. But when I generally make, this was, you know, Jimmy Dean sausage. I make this, I didn't tell you what I do. It's sausage, potatoes, and eggs. And this is kind of like the same thing. It's sausage and eggs, and you know I'm going to be making some donuts. And so this is really cheap because the sausage is 25 cents. The trick is to find it cheap. And I mentioned one of the things that you want to do is when you see somebody doing something, just copy what they do. And so, you know, like when you were a kid, you copycat. Yeah, that's true. But this is about getting by, you know. Strongly possible things might move in an unpleasant direction. I like a little red pepper flakes on mine. And so generally, it doesn't really need salt. Generally, I would have toast, but since I'm having the donuts, I will... and I want to be cheap about these donuts too. You know, like, have you ever wanted donuts, but you don't have those donuts? So I'm going to flavor I have olive oil that I'm frying this in, but I don't want to fry my donuts in the olive oil. It's more expensive. So I have two cups of powdered milk. That's something that's a good thing to stockpile. And so, is this visible? Yeah, I want to pour a little in here. And then I just want to make, to go with my sausages, a little, I'm just having one because this is plenty of protein, you know. So I would say it might be a good idea to stock the freezer full of some of these sausages. You know, especially if you can get them for $2. Now that's incredibly cheap. And then in the refrigerator, I have a little salsa. So this is like, you get a meal plan, or like the guy, just buy 10 sausages where they're cheap. So I had never really considered doing that, but yeah, I'll be doing that now. I'll be copying him. And I will be copying Peach McGinty's donuts. Not exactly. I want to mention this channel. I started following these younger women, and I like it because their kids are in the videos, and she made homemade donuts. The way she made them was really good. I try to find the teriyaki chicken. I can't, furthermore, I cannot find any teriyaki sauce. I have some in my stockpile, so I will locate it. Now this channel I like, Peach McGinty, and I'll tell you why. Because she's honest, you know, her channel isn't BS. You know, this morning she reported that Florida is giving their residents, I can't imagine this, they're paying the residents rent. I'd say that is to get us through the election. Which is pretty good idea if you're trying to win the election, right? But there's been a lot of prophecies of terrible riots and bad things happening. What is going to happen when this free rent stuff ends? That's what worries me. It's like, what? They predicted massive homelessness. That could be bad in California. Real bad. Beyond bad. You know, Beyond Burgers? How about Beyond Bad? When I was walking around in the shopping center today, I thought, wow, you know, I don't like this. Ooh, yummy, you guys. I don't like this, but I don't like the climate, but I feel I really, really need to exercise if I know it's good for me. So I'm going there. And there's some, you know, kind of like undesirables there, but, you know, we're going to have to peacefully cohabitate, you know, if we know it's good for us. So, okay, I'm going to make my own biscuits. I'm going to be cheap, of course. Because what if you don't have a can of biscuits and you really need some biscuits to go with your sausage breakfast? That's why you gotta make some. So I've been stockpiling this. I like the little packages because it's not apt to. So I want to make 2 rather hefty donuts. So, you know, I'm just gonna eyeball it. So, okay, so for donuts, if some place seems kind of dangerous, though, you want to evacuate. But, you know, I'll be walking as long as I... So what I do is I just add... This is cold water, you know, cold bottle. I switch to the small bottles. You want to add the water. So what I'm doing is I'm just stirring around until my dough mix coagulates, just like when you're making... You can make biscuits from scratch. And this is the same way I stir a biscuit in. Exactly the same way. Not spending a bunch of money because, you know, that's foolish. You don't know what's going to happen. Well, let's just say we don't know what's going to happen. So this is good because I have some leftover sugar and I have some flour, both of which I need for this. So then... another thing is, maybe you're like me, you don't like the idea of going to shops and strange people touching your food. Airborne food handlers, we got to wash our own hands, and strangers are handling our food. Some of the places are totally trustworthy. Like, we have a Submarina by my house that's been open the whole time and is just fine, you know. So, you know, and I've been going to Walmart the whole time and 99-cent the whole time, and it seems to have been, they seem to have been pretty, I'm going to make 2. They seem to be pretty good, and I thought, well, just, you know, eliminate as many trips in a day as you possibly can. So now I want to add some tasty grape jam, you know, I have a little bit left, to my yummy donuts. So how can I do this? Well, I'm just going to make like a little well. Necessity is the mother of invention, you guys. We have to be inventive in these trying times. Plus, it behooves us to be smart about, you know, our existence. Be cheap, but I want to get my cheap ways out there. And if some of you say to yourself, wow, you know, I could do a better job than that, Rhoda, good, let us know. All my followers will run over there and watch your video. I usually use the cans of biscuits too, but what if you don't have any cans of biscuits? Then what? You need biscuits for whatever reason. You don't need biscuits. Yeah, I do need some biscuits, and I need them now, and I need them to go with my tasty breakfast over there. I told you guys I eat in the middle of the night, and so later on today, I'm going to make some soup. How about some tasty soup? Now look at these donuts. These are cheap too, okay? So now, let's see. All right, now what I want to do is test my oil. So as I only have 2 biscuits. Okay, perfect. So I'll fry. What I want to do is, a donut is at least $1. My whole breakfast is not $1. Forget it. I think I'm a senior. What I'm trying to do is show you guys what I really do. Some of the stuff I really do is really awful, but don't do that stuff. Some of the stuff I do is good, like this. But if the food is awful, I take the videos down. Only a few of them. The big ones are a better deal if you can do that. So now, I have a little frosting. So one's going to have frosting, and one is going to have sugar. Now, you can cook biscuits on top of the stove exactly the same way if it's too hot. And this is my Dollar Tree oil. If you're really broke, you're going to cool your oil and save it. You're not going to dump it. You might need it. And then if you don't need it, then dump it. And I have some tea. I make 4 cups. I drink tea a lot at night. If I get caffeine free, that's all much better. So on my one biscuit, I want to get plenty of sugar on my tasty biscuit. And this isn't too messy. Let's see. Ooh, yummy, yummy. Filled donuts are the best, you guys. I want to encourage you guys to keep an eye on the news and be cheap. And say to yourselves, the government is paying our rent for 2 months and we don't have a job. We have 2 months basically to find a job. Best thing is to create your own job. I want to fry my edges too. They're going to taste better. I want to mention some stuff. Okay, that is looking good. That one's not ready. If the, yummy. Okay, if I could find my prongs, that would be better. So on this meal plan, I had hamburger, pork sausage, and then this Polish sausage. Fish sticks, that one needs to be done. Hamburger, pork sausage, and Polish sausage. And I wasn't planning on doing that either. Now, let's see. You don't want to overdo it on these, but you do. Ooh, yummy. Okay, this one will be the sugar, and this one will be the frosting. I'll just drain it for a second. Yummy, 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 yummy. Donuts are very tasty with tea. And homemade donuts are very cost effective. I still didn't take out my paper towels. They're in the stockpile, and my stockpile is very messed up. Look at this tasty donut. Yummy, yummy, yummy. this hot donut. So my grape filled donuts look pretty good, you guys. I save this stuff. If there's only a little bit left, I don't use it up. I keep it in the freezer, and then, you know, when I need it, yummy. Sprinkles would have been really good. 25 and 18, so 45. So say $1. Just because we're eating cheap. And I have Walmart salsa, and I have mustard. I like to eat mustard. You could make biscuits and make a sausage sandwich. Okay, you can make Vienna sausages, Jimmy Dean pork sausages, or hot dogs. That would be good too. Okay, today I bought two things. I bought, I'm just going to continue the no spend until the end of the year. I bought cottage cheese from Walmart, and I bought another strawberry yogurt. The bad thing about the Walmart is you have two options, vanilla or strawberry, but it's very cheap. The yogurt's $1.74 and the cottage cheese is $2.54. And so for my snacks, I will refrigerate the pineapple, and I'll have some fruit and pineapple. Another thing is, if you peel apples, I don't eat the peels, and you put apples in cottage cheese, that is really good too. Or in your salads, instead of cheese, you can have cottage cheese. Okay, so now, I said I paid $5 for that coat last night, but it wasn't. It was $1. Bikes, if you know, people abandon them. I have one out there that those will be easy to sell. Lamps, my lamp conked out, so that's super bad because I need it for my video. Vacuums, if you do that, you can sell the parts online. And furniture, I found three curbside furniture items. And when I used to go to the swap meet, it's easy to sell furniture. I mean, if you're reasonable and you want to sell it cheap. So now let's see, what have we? Okay, I'll just taste the donut because I know, you know. Eeny, meeny, yummy. We're going to go here. Mmm. It's really, really hot, you guys. This would be good with some pancakes, and you can just drop your jam on the top of the pancake when it's hot, and then put sugar. Not so much. I'll try to show you oh, here we go. I'm going to make this. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. And God bless you all. And check out this channel. I'm keeping my eye on Florida. I cannot imagine the governor of California giving free rent, but we'll see what's going to happen. She's got an honest channel. You know, I'm really not interested in, you know, the BS of the lifestyle that Elon Musk said, what it is people like to make themselves look better than they are on the social media. I think that's true. Okay, you guys, please like or dislike, you know, if you really hate it. If you got this far and you give me a dislike, something is wrong in your head, comment. If you have any cheap sausage meals, can you leave those? Because these are cheap. That's 25 cents. And subscribe. Everyone is welcome. I have a lot of lovable followers, so you guys run over to Peach McEntry's channel and subscribe to her and show her some love. She's got a bunch of kids. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Right, bye. Bye.